with Joseph Auditorium. All right, this is Billy Stanick with Stanick Sheet Metal Roofing. I'm here at our office with DP Powell. DP fights out of the White Rock Boxing Gym in White Rock, South Carolina. And he just fought at the Township Auditorium this Saturday, 9/29/12 at the Township Auditorium. And he fought under Palmetto Promotions. And I want to ask him a few questions about his fight and what his future looks like in boxing and how he perceives what's going on in the boxing world. DP, on your fight at the Township Saturday, I know it was a quick fight and it was a pretty quick knockout, but what were you expecting in the fight? I mean, how were you prepared to fight 4 rounds, or did you think you were going to be able to stop the opponent, or what did you feel like in this fight?
I was prepared to go, the 4 rounds that I was scheduled to fight. If the knockout came, then it came. But I prepared well for the fight, and it turned out pretty good with the first round knockout.
Well, we know in your career, when you have started this boxing, you were a good amateur fighter, and I know you had fought in the Southern Golden Gloves 3 times, and you fought in national tournaments, and you won the Georgia Games, and you were 2-time South Carolina Golden Glove champion. Did you think in this pro boxing that you've just started your pro career that you would be 5-0 at this stage of the game, with 5 knockouts?
As far as the confidence level of my amateur career, yes, sir. I believe my pro career is gonna excel the way it has, so far, especially with all the training that I do. So I believe my career is gonna, be, pretty successful.
Okay. Now, in your boxing career, you and Billy Stanick, I know Billy Stanick is your manager. How often are you expecting? And I am Billy Stanick. How often are you expecting to fight? How often do you expect to fight to get where you want to get?
Yes, sir. Mr. Billy, manages me. So we try and get at least 7 fights a year. Try and fight, every 3 months. So, just to keep me seasoned. All right.
Now, how often in your workout routine to work out for your boxing to get you ready for these events? How often do you run, and how long do you run? What is your running routine?
Yes, sir. I try and run every day, 7 days a week. On Sundays, I may take it a little easy on the miles, but I try and get into at least 3 to 5 miles a day. And like I said, if I don't get to run, I'll probably swim or do a little bicycle exercise as far as stamina and cardio. So I get that in.
Well, you, out of all the fighters, I've been in boxing 50 years. I've trained a lot of fighters and managed a lot of fighters. You are the workout harder than any fighter that I ever trained. I've never had to worry about your working out. The thing that got me was after this fight, this knockout, you could have took a day off and rested. The next day, at Sunday, you were running the dam.
Yes, sir.
And how long did you run on that day when you came back?
I did a 4-mile run.
4-mile run.
Yes, sir.
And then after that, you went home.
Went home. My little, we were throwing a little birthday party for my little daughter. She turned 6 today, actually, but we threw it a little earlier because we had some relatives coming in from out of town, so we wanted everybody to be together as a family. So we celebrated that. The little grilling, pinata, all the little kids came out, jumped on a trampoline, and all that good stuff. So we had a pretty good time.
We should have filmed them. Now, tell everybody your two daughters' name.
Yes, sir. I have two little girls. Nina, she's 6 today. She's the oldest, and I have a 3-year-old daughter named Elena, and she'll be 4 in March.
And your sweet wife.
And my sweet wife Natasha Powell. You know, she's my 100%
That's your
behind me.
main supporter.
My main supporter, 100% behind me, man. She backs me 100%.
How many rounds do you try to get in sparring before you have a fight? How many people think that you just go in the ring and take care of business, but it's a lot more to that. How many rounds of sparring do you usually work before you have a fight? How many rounds do you and Billy and your brother Gavin, how many rounds do y'all like to
Well, Mr. Billy and my brother, they try and get me to at least spar 30 to 50 rounds, you know, before a fight, just to get me ready, you know, everything, you know, going as planned as far as head movement, you know, just the repetition. So we try and get at least 30 to 50 rounds.
I know you got a number of different sparring partners, but your two main sparring partners that you work with that give you some good work. Now, what are their names? I know who they are, but I'd like for you to.
Yes, sir. The main sparring partners that I've worked with in before these fights have been Marcus Brooks. He's a pretty decent fighter, you know, long reach, pretty tall, about 160 pounds. You know, Coy Lambert, about a 160, 154 pounder. We go pretty hard, man. You know, Coy puts that pressure on me. Marcus has that boxing finesse and skill to where he knows when to throw the punches, how to throw them. You know, he has his little tricks, you know, in there. So, you know, all that kind of helps me out. So it'll be so easy in the fight. So.
Well, we know that Marcus Brooks had a good opportunity because when he started out early in his career, he went with Baines Marfarosan, who is the champion of the world right now and has defended his title several times.
Yes, sir.
And Marcus had went the distance with him.
Right.
And so that Marcus is a good sparring partner, and he, like I say, he's got the skills that helps you with the skills.
Yes, sir.
And Coy has got the type of guy that puts a lot of pressure on you and makes you throw a lot of punches.
Right. He's relentless, man. He keeps coming forward, man. No matter how hard you hit him, man, he's coming, man.
Well, now what you looking forward to your next fight? Probably the next 3 months or so.
Maybe the next 3 months. If anything comes up before January, because I believe January is the next scheduled fight, you know, at home. But if anything comes up prior to that, then we're gonna try and take it.
Now, what gym do we represent?
We represent this right here, man.
White Rock Boxing.
Gym. Yes, sir.
All right.
Don't panic. Call Stanick.
Yeah, got a roof leak? Don't panic. Call Stanick.